Hey guys, good morning. It's Tony. Before I start the video, I do want to say please like, subscribe, and comment. If you want to join the Patreon, you can join at www.patreon.com/but I'm not a trader. For those of you guys who have joined, that's fantastic. The website's going to be up soon. I already know the website where it's going to be hosted. And again, right now, it's only about 10-20 bucks a month, which I think is extremely low. When I do migrate over, it's going to end up being nothing less than 500, 700 bucks. And I've been saying that for like a couple of months now, just so people can get like that cost, that cost difference, right? But I wanted to get into the video because, I wanted to look in the NASDAQ and the SPX. I do think something like this is going to happen where, there's two things, right? So this is something that, I don't want to go too far into that, but I teach this. It's called divergence, right? I'm not going to go into this. It's something that I just posted on the chat. Let's get rid of this, get rid of this, get rid of that. I currently am in longs. I longed from here, right? We're currently going up. My stops are at break even, so this is probably coming down. I might get stopped out break even here if you don't keep mooning. So two directions that I can see on the NASDAQ, right? And on SPX. It's really just you stay on this bounce, right? I'm not going to get out, but you either stay on this bounce or you completely just sell off towards 17,203. Whoops. And for the SPX as well, right? So I told you guys, I think like a couple days ago on the SPY, I'm like, hey, I think this is what's going to happen. We essentially already hit those lows, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I told you guys, I think we're going to go down to at least minimum 497, right? So we just hit that, and I think from here it's either we do full recovery back above this like nice little mid channel, and you either push to the upside or you keep falling to the low side. There really is no other thing that happens here, right? You either come down and see 482, or you recover and you see 501. As of right now, I'm looking for more of a push towards the upside just because you do have an inverse head and shoulders here, right? So you do have an inverse right here, head and shoulders, right? Bam, 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 bam. I do think that it's more likely that we do recover from here and bounce towards 501. So it's very, very simple. I do think that as of right now, we bounce more towards the upside. And on the NASDAQ, right? For the NASDAQ, same thing. I do think there's more of a chance they actually bounce back up to 17,641, and you are forming a divergence right here, right? So I can see us bouncing all the way back up to around mid-channel, right? Which would give us that 618 golden pocket that we're looking for generally. So right there, right? Again, right, come up to mid-channel, somewhere around here, take the short, and then take this all the way down to 17,135. So this would be a very, very easy short. And we come back down to this level, right? So I'd basically just take a short like right here. Boom, 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 and we come back. Oh, that's a, right. Shorts, take the short up here, right? Take the short up here, bam, bam, bam. Run this all the way down, probably to the next mid-channel, and then have your stops like somewhere like right here, right? And that's a what, 33x, 28 to 1 RR, right? So I do think this would happen, right? If you do end up breaking the stop, I would take the short again here at 17,846, right up at trend, right? Right. So if I do end up taking this, right, and it gets stopped out, I'll just take it again. I'll take it again right at trend, right? Obviously not risking that much, but again, you probably have like your stops like right there. Whoops. And then you would run this all the way down again. If you come down, right? If you do reject that, you're coming all the way down, right? So you're not coming down just down here and then pushing. If you reject this channel, you're coming probably back down to like 17.1. So this would definitely be that's a 20x play right there, right? So two areas that I'm looking to short at 17.75 and up here at the next touch of trend on the upside. But as of right now, I do think there's a higher chance that we push more towards the upside from here, especially because we are on that lower channel, right? So I am in longs right now, back to at least 17,635 on the NASDAQ, maybe a little bit higher than that. Right, so I'm not too worried about anything right now. I do think right now we'll keep pushing more towards the upside, even though we do have this nice little sell-off candle here, but I do think we'll keep pushing up. If we don't and I get stopped, then I'll probably just short this all the way down to 17.2, because like I said, when these channels come into play, it's really just two directions, right? Like I said, you hit this channel, immediately long, to either 17 there, or you short down to here. There's no other leg, right? Not the NASDAQ and the SPY always play on legs, right? And the channels are basically telling you where these legs are, right? So you're basically longing here to up here or down here. There's nothing in between. If you're here in the middle, you're doing nothing. If you're here in the middle, you're doing nothing, right? You only really make decisions based off of the channel touches, or if you're running support and resistance, right? But as of right now, because I've recently been using these channel resistance and supports, I'm really only taking trades once on these touches, right? So like I said, right now I'm long. We're either going to 17.6 or we're going to drop here. I'm currently longs playing this probably a little bit higher, and I'm going to short again only if we manage to touch like a 17.735, somewhere around mid channel right here, right? And then we'll see what happens. But as of right now, I do think that we've already fallen plenty, and I think we're going to start recovering a little bit. And if we do not recover and we actually end up breaking today's lows, right, which is like down here at like, what's the low? 17,423.70. If you break this low, right, on the low side, and you start closing like a bear candle down here, right? So we're on the 4 hour. Let's say you close like a bear candle like this, right? Oops, that's a little chubby candle, but you know, let's do that. That's fine. Let's say you close a candle like that, right? Whoop. On the 4 hour, sure. Let me get rid of this, sorry. So let's say you close a candle. Let's say this comes all the way back down here, right? And you break the lows, and then you close a candle like that, right? If you close a full 4 hour candle like this, then 100%, you know, I think you're going to basically just kind of come down, retest, and then come right back to 17,195. So as of right now, I am long, unless you have some sort of candle that closes like this under this this major channel trend, and then I think we'll probably sell off. But as of right now, I'm in complete longs, at least until 17.6, possibly a little bit higher to 17.7 on the NASDAQ. Same thing for the SPX, right? Same thing here, right? I need to have some sort of candle close above here, just because you do have some liquid right there. And again, this is another strategy that I go into in the Patreon. I'll get rid of this, get rid of that. So I am looking for some sort of recovery, because SPX can definitely still drop a little bit more to like 496. And if we look at the SPY, yeah, the SPY already is coming down. So like 90% of me thinks that we're probably going to come down to 492, right? But again, it all depends on these closes and here, like I said, you do have a huge inverse head and shoulders right here on this area of 497. So it really depends on where you close. I'm looking for this to close back at like 497 today, or like a full recovery from 9 o'clock to the end of closing date, right? If you do keep selling off, then this inverse head and shoulders means nothing. But I am looking for us to get back to like a 497, and then I do think that we'll keep pushing all the way back up to 501. And if we go a little bit lower to my indicators, yeah, this looks like we might actually sell off again. So just looking at my indicators, it does look like we might sell off again, but we'll see, because there are higher time frames at play right now. So I need this full thing to recover for me to stay bullish towards the upside, right? Which I think it will. If not, like I said, 492. I'm personally a little bit more bullish right now, but we'll see. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.